us, we go through that, joining the
Horseman fun. You just lead me. I'll feel the vibe of it. And then we'll go from what minutes?
On Cheviot Road, Colerain High School. It's weight class community edition of Colerain. I am Brandon White alongside here as the Cardinals play the Sycamore Aviators.
Hey, I'm really looking forward to this. You know how my shot is, so it's going to be a really two solid teams playing some good football.
Coach Rod was excellent coach here for a while, off distant here, so he'll give us some good insights and
Hopefully.
And
Hopefully I can still. I got my good partner right next to me on the night.
going a little deeper, a quarterback back in the days when they were a Region 4 title, Siriano on the east side. So, play here, the Colerain Cards to the Sycamore Aviators ended up 1-2 season last week against Mason. Sycamore Aviators coming 2-1 with a big win against the Fairfield Indians.
Sycamore's a solid team. They had a big win week 4 over Lovell. Had a tough week. Lost 34-12 versus bounce back last week and 22-18 win over. They got on offense. Their quarterback is the one that makes them go. He's a senior. 12 touchdowns in 3 games. Bulk of their offense. They got some big boys up front. It's all a task for the Colerain Cardinals, but play well against Sycamore tonight.
Yeah, even as a really good state semifinal, got blown up. I think
Yes,
something about Aviators. Something goes. Cardinals also look here on Waycross. There will also be some new digs. Nike schools represented a new uniform design this year, so the Cardinals are coming this season in their uniforms. I'm sure the kids are excited.
Sweet. I had back when I played. I had the real flaw. Get your mom to go all apps.
The two people got guns. They had their own special quarterback and the fullback. Both got the
jersey.
They got special jerseys as possible, so they could grab onto Cardinals as they go through the tunnel. Youth football is a Cardinal.
This nights. All the youth community all out to the games. Shows you the Colerain community playing football, and that being from the east side, right when I got here, is everything.
Yeah, Colerain Cardinal, a little bit different under a little bit kind of years. Remains not the kind of the high school big as a tunnel, elementary tunnel for the kids look for chairs look forward going through that. I'm used to be there.
It definitely different element of the environment. I mean, when I was here coaching, and the people in the stands can feel that. It's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a real football.
We're not really started clock. Cardinal, them and they're all black.
Boss.
Six option to the ball first.
Makes sense.
set to receive. Aviators set.
Taking off for Sycamore, number 94.
For Benedict Hogan set to kick off.
Number 20.
To start this game with good field position, Almost can take this kickoff and do.
Just one man back for the Cardinals, Jay Moore. His own 10. Kick is up high and away. It's short. It'll be fielded about the 50. One of the up backs, number 7, takes it down the sidelines. Not a lot of room. Xander Wynn is able to get across to make their opening possession.
Watch tonight. Number 8, Jennings, the quarterback for Colerain. I had the coaching Deshaunte Jones, who was a former Colerain a couple years back, and I can play number 8 reminds me a lot of Deshaunte Jones when he was Colerain. Fans, that should sound pretty good to you guys.
Yeah, the kid was a little good. Good career as well as
he's definitely progressing as games go on. Tight end to the left, triple option formation.
In motion, he's going to take that shot into some space and the line of scrimmage lane and for Liver Jarman opening.
Colerain's traditional jet. Very sweet, but it's a little bit more deceptive when they hand off like that. Little side is probably one of 2 or 3. He plays outside linebacker, and he's a stud.
So no gain. Shannon keeps it. Hand J Flowers looking much going there, but he does fall for it on the play. Manageable 3rd and 6.
In their traditional triple option sets, first 2, they're about 50-50 shotgun, spread pistol action as with the triple option. So we'll see if they stick to the pistol, stay under center. Might be a good time for a play.
Sends Shannon in motion.
Pulled by Jennings. He's going to be short.
He made a good rocket inside. Blocking is going to be a yard short of the first down.
I would bet.
First decision.
Quarterback sneak.
It's a 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
Team struggles they've had
a good situation to go. I mean, it's within 6 and yeah. I hardly agree with this call.
So the Cardinals line. 4th and less than a yard.
6. Quick hand off to MJ.
Trapped.
And he's not going to get it. It doesn't look like him for progress.
Nope, not progress. And he is stopped. So the Aviator off the Cardinals possession. Take over Cardinals territory.
Yeah, they didn't go sneak right there. The belly outside offense.
It's going to be a heavy. Pretty much for the.
He player up to this run for 509 touch, 73 yards.
And for the week, the team is play the game and again. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But
on the referee crew,
it's been
I've noticed that some are little
and breaks was feet. 20 down into Charles.
tackle.
Read handoff on the back. Tackle's got it going. I need to a little bit better.
Looks like the hand broken arm.
Sycamore's got some. They definitely have the on the line defensively. Power number 8 there, great tap. He might be
immediate
back up.
Aaron kind of just
fell down. That hit.
It's one of those where we was hurt. It wasn't
No, not at all.
Out. Like, you don't know if he just got awkwardly, but as soon as he land, he knows he's hurt.
Play that for the ground like pain. Player though gets back up.
Huge blow. Easter leading rusher. I'm sure
he would back Cody as well. 277 average a game on the to get both of the number 8 get healthy.
Is immediately bounce kid, very ginger.
As they I couldn't tell if that was a knee or a shoulder. It looked like, you never know.
Judging by the contact, you wore a leg injury.
Yeah. Looks like he is walking off on his own. Thank God. Hopefully he's okay. He's a good player. Don't ever want to see him.
So we heard about it.
Little bit of help. Sycamore does now with their star player out.
Second down and 4.
Any good coaching staff always has. This happens. We got number 18 in the game now playing quarterback.
18 for Sycamore is not listed on the roster giving to us.
Alright, yeah.
Might be 16. Is listed as quarterback Seth.
Definitely 16.
Listeners,
you'll have to. I'm doing this. I'm going to make a couple, but hopefully I can get better.
They did get the player off the field, but trying to.
We'd like to invite you to visit our concession stand to benefit the Colerain High School Booster Association. We've got plenty of drinks, snacks, candy, grilled items throughout the football game tonight. Thank our friends at Colerain Avenue for their patience tonight. Their staff and Richards.
Delay here is. We're talking to Coach Till. Doesn't really explain what happened. It'll be 4 if the Cardinal.
Anything? This is a
sophomore quarterback.
Yep.
Cardinals blitzing like they hand off to Charles.
He picked it up.
The Cardinals.
It's gonna go.
Go.
He is gone.
And what a turn of events.
Wow.
Sycamore scored, turns away a Corey Myring. More DBs. Picks up the loose ball. This is the other way.
What a chain to go on their own yard line. Fourth, takes the next two play. Right, gets 30-40 yards, goes down, and just like that, this is a different ball game.
And we'll get to see. We'll look here on the replay and Waycross.
Yeah, we'll see.
Here will be off. Set to kick.
Looking at her third hit was really out. The kick is good.
Play in the first 7. Heroes cross up the ball. Takes in the Cardinals.
Oh, it came out. It came by his own guy. He kind of got blocked into him.
To your point, the Cardinals here.
They knew.
With the hand of the summer, ended it off and hit the man. They really the ball
runs just kind of hit somebody, and it's really expecting to get hit, so you're not covering the points. So it's a tough turnover for Sycamore, though. That's a big play for Cole, winning that momentum right away.
And now, at everything creeping towards, or at least the knees, control of the
Colerain control. We both know how football is on the one shed.
It's about this pretty bad. The Aviators. One of the another we saw a couple weeks ago. Yes, they are Cardinals definitely against one mistake turns into before you know it, you're down 4 scores.
It's sealed, and teams are able from to build in sports, and I'll just keep going
up here. 4 gets it, so 4. Well, no 35. Marcus of the Aviators.
Now, Scott Taylor, football coach, has now with his quarterback D Rock and you on number 3, you try and prove a little. Now, if I'm called up, what happened? 18 off.
Not the backside yet. We'll see the
Colerain's got a box.
I'll sweep out the chart.
It's flowing to the
Cardinals all Titans the first to share clean up.
Point is definitely more.
We got about 2.
Oh, I know. He's kind of like Pace was 2 inches taller. Stay right now. Great career. My splits off.
Hand off Charles.
Tackle by.
Good play from the ran a left. Let's cut. Charles turns 3rd down a little bit more manageable to the 40-yard line.
This is a big play for Sycamore's offense right here. And continue to extend this chance. Good chance to be from there. Luckily for Sycamore, number 3 is a good back. So they still got a couple guys that can make plays.
Yeah, he is second on the team, 277 yards rushing so far, nearly 100 yards. Well, someone else is averaging nearly 200.
Throw a hitch backside. It's a good throw.
A little play for the back. Just give him a one-man route. Go backside hitch, and it's there for first down.
And as a play caller in here, where your stud quarterback's out, you got a sophomore quarterback in. Overwhelm him with any crazy 2-man reads in the passing game. You just can't let him throw it and go from there until he gets into a groove, and then maybe you can expand that.
heavy to the left with this tight end to the left, and they're going to
basic zone read straight up the middle.
read. I don't know if the quarterback was reading. I think that was a straight handoff.
That was more of a zone. That was the coach saying, hey, give the ball to your guy.
Aviators, they're going to really lean on that left side, as you talked about. Very big anywhere. And that left side is very certain human being, the left tackle.
Sycamore's 6'5", 305. Their right tackle 330. They definitely have front.
Heavy offense. They're going to get even heavier here.
Aviators average per game 82 passing per game.
Charles off the left side, and
No
he's got some
penalties.
space. Sorry.
We got a flag down here. It's probably going to be a hold on the edge.
Might have been wide. He got the edge.
Yeah, definitely hold.
And that's going to be the call. Wow.
Yep.
Right at the
flag.
We'll check this replay. Looked like it was on the edge. It's a tough block for a turnover when you expect the running back to go outside. I think penalties thrown like that.
Holding against Sycamore.
Yep, there it is, right there on the outside.
Second down on the 41.
goes from territory to and 141.
Doesn't really dig for Sycamore ball. Mistake offensively. Not to mention their quarterback going down. Just fell right there. It's a great curve.
That's your
Number 11.
Folsom steps up. Going. I think this is learning what it's like. Dante Cooley.
Definitely changes things.
Good fill there by the line is young. Make up pretty much what Steve was landing.
There's a reason why I went. The good thing, though, for out there, having a young team, 2021 team is, and I look back in teen year when we had Deontay's sophomore class playing rough patches, but he's going to play.
Not a little flood pass side.
Lavert arm.
It's going to be very. Maybe this isn't when we had all level where you just say Bolden. This year, but you can just say Jarman and
I know last week against Mason a lot more on offense. He had areas offensively.
Sycamore back. Dylan, the sixth tight end. Corners of here.
On.
Way it's
Not fair catch.
Just a good job he did last week. Good position, bounce, and then just latch it, and a rip ball at mid, trapped inside.
Remember that play you're talking about? Did you want to field every day? If and you there's just let it go. Happens. You're gonna. There's the field insurance on a punt is always. Let's see what second drill.
In their traditional,
They do to the sideline.
There should be a hand or full trap. 4 years.
Not right.
It's a little bit of young quarterback setting up your back to just.
As a sawback playing the fast for you. Game you play it slow as the season goes on. Trade the offense up a little bit. Great point. Did that right.
Cardinal. Yeah. The Lions. Half. Oh, it looked like wide open.
Linebacker. That staple of the triple option in that counter for years. Opposing teams can good linebacker bowling. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Nice throw.
See there, and again, stop after the first down. A little different. This is the first time I think we've seen Jade Moore was in that earlier. He's there to make the catch on the edge.
Great play call right there, because that corner on the backside was play action away from it to get the line below, had the opening on the backside hitch.
Switch Jennings.
There it goes, MJ. There he goes. There he goes. He's tough to bring down in the open field. He's going to make it. He's gone. He's gone. Touchdown.
In the end zone. MJ Flowers for 6 points. For their second touchdown of the night.
That was the first time I've seen them go eye from midline, which is a or just straight up, make an easy read off the 3 technique, right? And MJ just does what MJ does.
That situation, you get him, and you got one guy in the second level. If it's blocked right, you got one man in the second level to get through him, stays on his feet, drags some defenders late in zone for 6 points. They said for the extra point.
Been the guy.
Snap was bobbled a little bit.
Kicks
back. 2:19 of the first quarter. Cardinal, they lead Sycamore.
13.
It's like 58 got through there and got.
There was a bobble. I think it was more the holder there.
Yeah.
Might have been a little inside.
It's double.
What looked like an early Sycamore control of this game is quickly turned into a 2-score lead.
Amazing in football how quickly a game can change. Like eye on your team down, and how is the entire dynamic of the game. But I'll tell you what, that quarterback, he didn't look too bad on that throw. We'll see what they do moving. If I'm Colerain's playing downhill on team, impossible knowing that number rates in the game.
Number 90, Alex Young.
Tony, is there any light switch on our audio feed to? It seems like a heavy feedback. It will be fielded. Some space.
Nice tackle.
And a number Beery pass.
Good play.
Yeah, it's like So Bears take it.
On their own turn.
The sophomore quarter. Look foreseeable future will be the.
It's off the edge. Batted down at the line. Off.
Pretty lucky, or got lucky. The blitz had what you had a
2 guys.
Aviator receivers.
One thing, number 8 went out for 6, dialing up some more, being more aggressive defense. No. Back coming in, making his first significant play.
Takes the touch the other way. Jet sweep back.
Play.
Nice tackle.
Number 20.
And play.
Yes, sir. Well, I said those are going to see Sycamore. The majority of the game, open it up a little bit, overload him with 2 if you can. Do a third and 5 here.
Take the snap, rushes,
Come
nice.
so great.
15 for the That
was a great play. You can say he was all over this. All by the quarterback corner.
Again, ran something, a little hitch, but
Back to punt. Raiders, number 20.
Dylan dive was short. The tradition between the shot, traditional punts. I think they're just way more back. They have this makes it so
They get their good kick.
more.
No.
Catch.
He's got room.
He's got one. Yeah,
There's a block in the back.
Poor decision by the blocker.
But unfortunately,
You didn't even. Back is gonna. He blocked Jay by him. Got to make.
sing for more than how often. That was a very shifty. Jay Moore is definitely
Blocking the back. The 44.
talking.
Flag. Blocking the holding up.
Which one did
Honestly, the one that's
I don't know. When you wish education. What a beautiful night. This is fantastic.
that sweet spot where it's,
Yep.
you know it's no foul.
Helmet to helmet. Yep.
So is these
Warning
warning
as
on
well
Sycamore?
on Sycamore.
So that was the discussion. Sideline warning is going to happen because the return mentioned. Obviously, either one of the or one of the players or coaches for Sycamore ran into them or caused an issue with. Getting a look at it right here, and this is not going to be actually blocking the back.
Oh, there's.
Yep. I think the two. I know it applies to other levels. I don't care at the high school level. I don't. Yeah, I don't like that.
They have to have. I'm pretty sure the player has to have full view of you coming down.
That might have also been if they didn't
Yeah.
take the helmet the call, even if he gets his head on the correct side, not blocking. Cardinals go from a touchdown to taking over at their own.
The momentum is definitely.
Yep.
I'm a referee. I'm calling that. I mean, I'd obvious, but if you're looking at the definition helmet flag, that's probably it. What after the first 2 plays, it's been a complete from number 8, their quarterback Angle being in the game. Colerain's defense is just teeing off, flying down hips, run supporting. This is best, that's for sure.
Yeah, another player sent off. In the game for the first time this evening, right back out.
I bet you it is because that's one thing I'm as a coach telling these kids because you know how they don't want to roll them up over the pros do. And there's a reason for protecting your kneecaps.
So I formation.
Great pull by Jennings.
So he get all the way through for about 9 down.
I'd be willing out formation. I think they've something in their sideline adjustment drive, but I think it's given Sycamore trouble.
Jay Moore has now become the guy. They're different was Isaiah King was a real. I think the big difference we're seeing is getting a lot better.
Yep.
Which might be why, because he's
exactly. And I mean, it takes some time for identity and different play action boot to the back. Oh, what a catch! One-handed catch.
A little play. Really, one man, the man looking in the flat. We get another look. The defender on him. One-handed.
That is a great.
Zayd lines coaching.
We're gonna have quarter.
More than that, it looks like time click. That's just a really good catch.
Really difficult. Going backward, offhand.
Aggressive 5-yard. That will be the last play of the first quarter after one Colerain Cardinals. 15-0 over the Sycamore. The ball looking to. As against second Cardinals lead 13 first at their own 4 line. More star quarter went down. We had Sycamore
from training bench.
Probably gonna see for the Aviator.
Rain jumping in red. Small game.
Up.
And they on the
Takes the snap. He looks.
They ran a screen.
And like the most out of. Should have been up yards on the carry. Should have.
Rarely you see MJ forwards and not yards when he gets what all you listeners screen.
Those are
ever.
Green
absolutely. I've heard that story 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So we threw 0 screens in my 6 years here, so I completely get it.
Interception in the playoffs against Elder on a screen pass return for a touchdown.
Same play.
Good
there
read.
He goes. He's gone.
I
told you they found something. You got to go.
Jennings
Don't look
MJ
back.
Flowers.
No flags. Touchdown.
No flags. MJ Flowers, and that was a great read.
It was
up
beautiful.
by Jennings.
Yep.
Completely opened up, and Flowers goes through untouched for 6 points.
And that's how you know the triple option's working well, when you can give the ball to the fullback and they are through the second level by the time the camera even knows he has the ball. And you can definitely tell the Colerain offensive coaches have found a good formation and a good look to throw at Sycamore, because they've come out and run that I formation triple option inside veer play a couple times for big gains.
Snap is back, Cold is down, kick is up. And after the one play here in the second quarter, 11-10 to play in the first half. Cardinals 20, Aviator 0. And again, we get back to that point we made earlier. One play turns into 2, turns into 3, and Cardinals all of a sudden have a 3 touchdown lead.
And it's remarkable how important one player can be for a team, as you're seeing right now with Sycamore. Obviously, there's more players on the field, but number 8, Engel, if you look at his stats and how they've used him for the first 3 games, I mean, he is definitely their guy. And to have to lose him after their second play on offense, that's a tough adjustment to make.
You can find out more at their website. That's uchealth.com and experience why we see the power of rehabilitative care every day. Again, our thanks to UC Health for their support of boys varsity football here at Colerain High School.
So the Cardinals will set to kick again.
Kicking off for the Cardinals, number 90, Alex Jones. Back for the A's, number 1, Cairo 4, number 3, Cody Charles.
Kick is away.
Short kick.
Fielded on the.
Oh, he's got the middle. He's got the
Breaks
middle.
one tackle. The Cardinals are able to collapse, but it'll get across the 30 and decent.
For the A's, number 1, Cairo
Decent
4,
return for the Aviators. They'll take over at their own 31-yard line.
Cardinals, number 3, Aaron Foster. It'll be first and 10 on the 32 for the A's.
So Aviators back out, and I think it's safe to say we'll see the sophomore quarterback the rest of the way.
It's a shame. I was really looking forward to watching him go play because I've seen a couple highlights from him. Little toss sweep to the outside. Oh, double pass!
Double
they got
pass
him!
over
He
top
dropped it!
and
Oh, my
dropped.
What a play call.
Mario
He was
Ford
wide
was
open.
all alone, and when you have your backup quarterback, you probably got to
What a play
go
call.
deep in that playbook, find those little tricks, little wrinkles, and that double pass or that halfback pass was right there.
Colerain just dodged a bullet, to say the least, because he was wide open for 6. Man, that's a tough one to miss right there. Love that play call, though. That's a great play call at a great time.
So it'll be second and long for the Cardinals, or excuse me, for the Aviators. They're going to hand it off up the middle and spinning off the back tackle in the backfield, but still just not a lot of room for Cody Charles to go when everyone knows who's getting the ball.
There's a flag on the field. It could be, it's either going to be a hold or a face mask. Face mask. Yep.
Penalty marker on the play.
Send the regular unit back out there.
It's going to be another face mask, I
Yep,
think.
that one's going to
That could be
on
another face mask, I think.
the Cardinals. Cody Charles doing a good job in the backfield. He was tackled there by Josiah Booker, but got out of it, drew the 5-yard face mask. The Cardinals gift another. The thing is, for Booker, he took the brunt of that.
Sycamore finding a little bit of a groove on offense now. on fake jet run. Yep.
Yeah, there's a
Up the middle.
handoff. Charles
He's got room. He's
trying to stay on his feet, breaks one tackle. He's inside the 5 to about the 4.
a host of Cardinals there to make a play with none other than number 20, Levert Jarman.
One down by Cardinals, number 10, pass.
They've run that fake jet sweep, backside zone handoff a couple times now for some success.
Second and goal from the 4.5, maybe. He's just inside the 5-yard line.
Sycamore is definitely a run-oriented team, you can tell.
You don't let the shotgun formations fool you that, but
This could be a play action. False start on number 13 on the
little
outside. That'll push him
offsides
back.
by the outside.
Number
Cameron Ray. I think that might have been Ray either trying to get inside, knowing he's the lead blocker on that play, or trying to release because he knows he's going to get the play action pass looking his way.
It's a tough penalty right there to be that close to pay dirt and then have to move back 5. Fake handoff, play action. They got a guy in the open. He's open in the flats.
Got 2 men open. He had his choice, and the sophomore misses both.
Number 21 for Colerain gets the tap on the back for that one. Because I'm telling you, that's a touchdown if number 21's not in his face. If 21 doesn't force a tough throw right here, that's a touchdown. Because he is wide open. He had both.
The guy over top who Foster is going after probably has easily got a touchdown if the ball's there. Goes to the man underneath and just couldn't get a clean pass out to him. So a good play by Corey Myrick, who had the touchdown earlier, and he saves a touchdown there.
This is an interesting play call here for Sycamore. I'm wondering if they are in 4-down territory. They're going to call timeout. I wonder if they're in 4-down territory right now. If they're thinking to themselves, we got 2 plays from the 10-yard line to score points, or if they're thinking we're going to take the field goal if we don't score and just make sure we get points on the board.
Against any other team, well, not any other team. Against most teams, I would think you would take the 3 points.
Agreed. I think it might depend on how they do on this play.
Yeah. But it also, that affects the way you call the play.
Exactly. Yep.
So are you setting yourself up knowing that if you get close, you're going to go for it?
I bet you that's what they're talking about right now in that huddle. They're trying to figure that out as a coaching staff, offensive coaching staff over the headset. That's probably a conversation they're having right now.
Your most successful plays tonight have been simple handoffs to Charles.
Yep.
Really utilizing formation more than anything. So
and just letting him go.
Yeah.
We have seen them, the passing game that they have displayed tonight with a sophomore quarterback in, it's always been just quick play action, dump into the flats, or a one-way route to the outside, so we may see that. I think you give the ball to Cody Charles and let him work. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that 3 receiver, 1 tight end formation here to the field like they've been running. They might go power.
They'll stay in the gun.
The running back is up a little bit, so it might be to play. That should have been one-way throw.
Go one-on-one out ahead. And just a slant route intended for Cameron Ray right in front of Foster. I don't know if it's on target if Foster knocks it away or not, but Ray gets a hand on it, but just too far out ahead.
A little bit too high and outside. He was open though. It's a big play for Colerain right here. If they can stop them, get turnover on downs, and maybe churn this clock and get to the half without letting Sycamore get the ball back, because Colerain received, correct?
Colerain received. It'll be Sycamore ball to start the second half. So 4th and goal for
Keep
the
your eyes on
Aviators.
Levert Jarman here. I got a feeling Levert's going to make a play here.
They're not going to give him a chance. It's going to be a fade to the yak of the end zone.
Great defense. That was great defense.
Flags on the field.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
I don't know if number 21 for the Aves, Gio Goret, has a chance to get it, even if he's not closely guarded. I think that ball sails out of bounds regardless. But either way, it's a turnover on downs.
That's great defense by number 15.
Donovan Dillingham had a pass breakup earlier. This time he's there in coverage to deny another Aviator.
It'll be interesting to see what Colerain does here coming out. With 5:40 left on the game clock, with a 3-possession lead.
wouldn't be a bad time
To throw a bubble.
for a play action.
Yep. They got twins out here to the right. Might be a good time to throw a quick little bubble
Slot
if
up.
they like it. Yep.
Nope, just get a
Quick
straight
handoff,
handoff
yep.
up the middle. Amir Shannon behind his offensive line. He's going to get out to about the 16-yard line and a big pickup on first down.
Big play right there. They mixed it up right there. They went I formation, but instead of run the traditional triple option, they went old school 1950 I formation power handoff to the tailback.
Ball carrier for Colerain.
You don't see that very often these days.
On the tackle for the A's, number 15.
I'll tell you what, Jennings is due to break one here.
He is.
I think he's due to break.
He has to be the least yards through 3 games that I think any Cardinal quarterback has ever had. And
If he gets a quick pull around the outside, he might be gone up the alley.
2nd and 4.
Play action. There he is. He's
Gonna
open up
look.
the middle. Got him.
Jennings throws it out ahead.
Oh,
and
he
that
intercepted.
was a poor throw by Jennings and an interception.
They tried to throw the post wheel, and I don't think Jennings saw the backside corner.
Number 33. Phil Center.
And the backside corner makes a play, and that's when I think he's a sophomore making a read down. He's just got to get rid of it. He's either got to make that decision, throw it earlier, or tuck it and keep it.
It looked like that was a really good play. Yeah, that's the backside corner. The backside corner came and made that play. That's not somebody you ever expect to come make a play on that. I don't think that was. I think that was kind of a poorly thrown ball, but I think credit goes to the corner on that play. Because for him to be able to come, because you saw where he came from. He was already down by the line of scrimmage. He read that right away. He peeled all the way back and made that was a heck of a play by the corner right there.
So back where we were about 10 plays ago for the Aviators, taking over at the Cardinal 40-yard line.
Play
Fake
action.
jet sweep. They're going to look.
Oh, going up top. Double move up top.
Myrick.
Picked. Oh, wow.
Really
What a
had
play.
interception. I'll tell you what, everywhere tonight is number 21 for the Cardinals, Corey Myrick, the sophomore DB, really shining tonight. He had a big pass tip on a sure touchdown earlier on a blitz. He had the fumble return for a touchdown, and he nearly had an interception there.
He's making some plays tonight. Because if he is not there, that might be a touchdown. Oh, quarterback
Yeah,
out.
Foster, who's been really good on coverage all year for the Cardinals, really been the number 1 corner with the injury to Willis. He bid on that double move. Myrick does a good job to close.
They actually handed off the jet sweep this time. Levert made, wow.
And Levert Jarman
That
does
was
what
a-
Levert Jarman does.
This play right here exemplifies why Levert Jarman is such a good player. Watch him on this replay. Watch him hold the edge, keep his outside arm free, shed the block, and go make a tackle. That's why he is a heck of a player. It's a tough play to make as an outside linebacker right there.
Especially, and it looked like Cario Ford had the seam there, because I don't think the big defensive lineman of the Cardinals was going to close in time to make the play. Jarman.
You can tell he's well coached because his responsibility right there, if you get a jet sweep to your side, is to hold the edge, hold, contain, force everything back inside, which is what he did.
Cardinals with a little dime nickel package here. They're going to bring the blitz. Jarman doesn't
Over
get
the middle.
there.
Oh, what a
the
throw.
middle. And that was a good play, I think, by everyone there. Cardinals get good pressure, but Sycamore gives their quarterback enough time. Defender was right there, but a better pass right over him. He just
Number 2 for the
I'll
Cardinals.
tell
tight
you
end
what,
has his hands on the ball,
he's
but
throwing some nice balls right now. He really is. For
think-
coming in off the sidelines after the second play of the game, probably not having many meaningful snaps at all year, he's doing a great job.
ultimately Amir Shannon. I think every level of that play, everyone made a play. It just goes in the Cardinals' side there. Tight end couldn't hold on to it, so it'll be 4th down again, and it looks like the Aviators are set to go.
I bet you Colerain brings some pressure here.
Trying to get there. Plenty of time.
What a
Good
throw.
look.
Great
Over
throw.
top. Cameron Ray brings it in.
That was a beautiful dig route, just past the sticks, and the quarterback threw that on time. He had a good, clean pocket. That was a great job up front by the O-line. Quarterback delivered a great ball. He's starting to get into a rhythm a little bit. He really is.
And Sycamore's not afraid to throw a sophomore quarterback out there a couple years ago. I think it was the Fear kid.
Yep, Andrew
They
Fear.
balanced 2 quarterbacks because they had Fear was the better thrower.
Yep.
Here, I don't think they've had a choice to make that decision, but
And I think the ability of him to throw the ball right now is going to open up the lanes on the inside for number 3 for
approaching 3
Cody
minutes to
Charles to
play.
get going.
Looking for the wheel backside, stop and
Another
go.
great throw.
Aaron Foster makes the tackle, but not before Cario Ford picks up another first down, and that was a well-designed play. Everyone thought wheel, including myself. And the man on the wheel route just kind of stops at the sticks.
He is gaining confidence throw after throw.
especially against this Cardinal defense that's got to be tired after back-to-back turnovers from the offense.
Yeah, this has been a tough 8-game-minute stretch for the Colerain defense. They have not come off the field
Charles
once.
takes the handoff up the middle, stays on his feet. He was hit at about the line of scrimmage, but he's going to fight his way and fall down and get marked down at the 5-yard line.
Now, I'm not sure if Sycamore's coaching staff will do this, but if you watch the replay on that, if the quarterback would have pulled that, he would have scored. Because there's so much – see that on the replay? There's so much attention being paid right now to number 3 that if he gets a good pull, he might be able to score.
I think that's going to be the case.
I bet you number 1 comes in quick motion here again. Nope, number 19. They got strength to the right side. He's open the flat.
There, touchdown.
Great play call. Great play. Oh, I wonder if that's going to be a
late hit.
I don't think that's quick enough to be a celebration. Yep, personal foul.
Yep, they're going to call a late hit on the Cardinals.
They'll tack that on the kickoff, right?
Yeah, we'll tack that on the kickoff. Using the motion to their advantage, just getting more players on one side than the Cardinals had defenders. And it's an easy throw, and the Aviators get something going.
Tell you what, if you go all the way back to Colerain's first turnover, the game has flipped since then. Colerain was completely in control. Now they've fumbled that one. Sycamore brought all the way down into the red zone. Then they threw a pick on the next drive. Turnovers will kill you. Cardinals need to take care of the football.
So snap is back. Hold is down.
Almost
Kick
blocked.
is
Off the upright.
Off the upright, and the Cardinals miss extra point. The Aviators miss extra point.
That's huge.
2:04 to play in the first half. It's the Cardinals 20, the Aviators 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite you to stop on over to this.
So it'll be interesting. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. We'll see if the Aviators either just kick the ball into the end zone and take the touchback or try to pin the Cardinals even deeper. Kind of would think they would just kick it through the end zone, but you never know.
So let's see here. 2:04 left. They get the ball coming out of half. If I'm Sycamore, I'm just kicking this deep and just making the Cardinals.
Well, I'm saying
drive.
you got the penalty. It's going to be even shorter. Just kick it through the end zone.
Yep.
Get another look here, and then it's just a simple little pattern, and really there's no one guarding here, and there's the late hit.
It looks like they brought the motion guy over and then put him into the flats. That was a beautiful play design right there.
So let's get our first look here tonight.
Back to receive for your Cardinals, number 24, Jason Young.
So Jason Young back deep. But the Aviators will be kicking off from their own 45, so not the best situation here for the Cardinals in return, and we'll see a definite 2-minute situation offense with 2 minutes to play in the half.
We'll see what they do here. That's a little. That's in the end zone. That'll be a touchdown.
That's the smart thing to do. You could try to trap them even deeper, but just take the 20-yard line and go.
No reason to, especially with how well your defense has been playing the past couple drives. We'll see what Colerain does here. I think
2:04. They have all 3 timeouts to work with.
In this situation, as a play caller, you really base what you do on this drive, what you do after the first play. If you have a big run or a big play on the first play of this drive, then maybe you can vamp up the tempo a little bit and try and go 2-minute offense and try and get some points across. But if I'm Colerain here with a 2-score lead, play it safe, run the football, give the ball to MJ, take the read out of the quarterback's hands and just do a one-way give and see if MJ can get some yards.
By formation, not to say that we give stuff away, but I'm guessing it's going to be a toss sweep to Satterwhite.
Yep, or a veer backside. There it is.
Nope, just a handoff. Yep. Jennings to Flowers. Flowers dragging defenders, stays up. And to your point here, see, they didn't get a huge play, but they're not sprinting to the line, but they're also
they're gonna. I bet you they'll go a little bit up tempo just to see what happens here, because I mean they, like you said, they still have 3 timeouts left, but Colerain's not traditionally a throwing team, and in this situation it's really tough to go quick. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw a counter here. If they run counter here.
2nd and 3.
Faz false start. False start on the false start on Satterwhite, looks like.
And the aforementioned sophomore jumps a little bit earlier. And that gets him a nice seat on the sidelines.
Yep. Those are tough mistakes to swallow as a coach, because it's not really a physical error. That's more of a mental error.
So the clock continues to run, and with that penalty making at second 8, to your point, you might just take your time unless you get a big play here on second or third down.
And maybe I don't see Sycamore burning their timeouts either. I think they just let this go to half, depending on what happens right here.
Especially knowing they get it.
Exactly, knowing you get the ball coming out of half. Maybe you want to force them to punt, force Colerain to punt, but
Jennings,
there he goes. Like I said, he was due. He was due.
Cuts back. He's trying to find some
get upfield.
Bigger, maybe one too many cuts horizontally. Probably got to get up vertical.
Colerain burns a timeout.
1 minute to play in the half. Yeah. And you said eventually they're going to key the fullback so much that Jennings gets his opportunity, and there you just got to stay in your course.
And I think that's really what makes the triple option very difficult to contain and defend against, is if you have a quarterback and a fullback that are both equally capable of breaking long runs, because then as a defense you really have to play truly assignment-based defense. You can't really try and take one away because then the other one will beat you. And if you look back at Colerain's best offensive teams, they've always had 2 or 3 guys in the backfield that were really good and capable of breaking long runs.
Yeah, I think there's only been 2 instances when really the assignment defense hasn't been necessary, and that's when Andy Katzenmoyer, Westerville South, blew him up in 1994, and when Luke Kuechly did the same thing in 2007. Other than that,
I remember. I was at the Moeller Colerain game at Nippert. I think it was 2012 when Sam Hubbard played safety for Moeller.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. He had like 25, 30 tackles in that game, just running alley to alley.
Takes someone special. Those are all aforementioned players that would have.
They're all legends. So, I mean, there's not many of those type of guys walking around.
So Jennings going to take the shotgun snap. Looking underneath, not there. He's going to
tuck
and run.
He's got room. He's got to get out of bounds.
Try to find some space, makes a little dance, gets across the line to gain.
Get out of bounds.
That's a sophomore mistake. He gets an extra 2 yards, but the clock will roll when the chain
Colerain's
sets.
Still got 2 timeouts here. Go quick or spike. Kill the clock. Kill the clock. Kill the clock. Kill the clock. Everybody's set. Everybody's set. Everybody's on. Good. That's good work right there.
Jennings takes a step back, kills it, and that's the decision. Was that 2 yards worth of? That extra 2 yards worth that extra 5 seconds on the clock.
Fast forward 2 years, if he has that same run, maybe even a year, he's going to get out of bounds. That's just experience right there. That's just learning.
Cardinals have 2 timeouts, 42 seconds, ball just short of midfield.
They do have a pretty solid field goal kicker, so if they can get themselves into field goal range, getting points right here before half would be huge. I'm thinking they might throw this backside one-way route here.
Jay Moore lined up one-on-one in the backside.
Yep,
that's
one-way
where they're
route.
Looking. Jennings gets it away.
Ooh, what a catch.
Good.
What a catch. What a throw.
Good positioning. Jay Moore just got his feet in bounds and attacked the ball with his hands and picks it up another. Oh, no, he's going to be just short of a first down.
So now if you're Colerain here, what do you do? Third and 1, do you run the ball here just to make sure you get the first down? Or do you continue to do what you're doing?
Yeah, I think you.
With two timeouts?
You probably have your. I think you stay in the passing and use the 4th down.
Yep.
For to pick up the first down.
It really depends how Sycamore is just playing them pretty much cover 1 here. They got 1 deep high safety, so there's only 4 guys in the box. Sprint out to the left.
He's got Satterwhite short. He's going to go deep and
flag. We got a flag. I wonder what
it's got to be.
Looks like a hold. Oh
no!
Roughing the passer. Wow, that's a huge
big 15 yards
call. That changes the entire dynamic of this drive.
We'll get another look at it. I didn't initially see it, but it's away. I didn't really get a good look at it. That ball is way away if that was in fact. Obviously it's completely roughing the passer because they threw the flag, but how?
I bet you he didn't hit him that hard, but it was so far late, and it was right in front of the back judge that he just threw it.
So we're getting a look here. It's not a lot of contact, but it's just enough. So it'll be first down. Cardinals now inside the 30-yard line. They have 32 seconds to play.
I bet you I'm going to call a double move here from the outside because you got some man covers with Jay Moore. That's a false start.
Not
double move. I called it.
Jay Moore one-on-one. Throw it up. Let him get it.
It's picked off. That's picked off. What a play.
And good coverage in the end zone. Interception on the play. Oh, man. Kwame Dangerfield Montgomery with the interception.
That's a all GMC name right there. Colerain did a good job right there. I mean, they showed some good stuff being able to move it, but once again, I think it's 3 turnovers in this quarter.
That's a set play there. You know what you're going to do one-on-one there, but Dangerfield Montgomery.
And I love that name. I bet you Sycamore just runs the ball here and takes it to half. They get the ball coming out of half.
You wonder if they even
They'll probably
hand
take
it
a
off
knee.
if they just take the knee here. Yep. They're lined up to just take a knee. You can see the way the backs are lined up. Take the knee.
It's funny being able to see a team take a knee from shotgun. Funny story, little personal story for me. I was playing quarterback in the state championship game, and we did not know, or at least our coaching staff didn't know, that you can't spike the ball from shotgun because I was terrible at taking a snap from under center. So I got an intentional grounding call on a spike in the state championship game. Cool story. Never happened again. It's a rule. It's a rule that I did not know about until it happened. I'll blame that on the coaches, not on me.
Yeah. So clocks will strike 0 here, in a very interesting first half here at Colerain High School as the Cardinals lead the Aviators 20-6.
Colerain Marching Band will now perform their competitive halftime show for this year entitled Out of the Blue, featuring the music of George Gershwin, Cyndi Lauper, and the Electric Light Orchestra.
Oh, okay.
Let's give it up for your Colerain High School marching band.
Is it up to you? With the light on? Let me find out.
And we are back here at halftime at Colerain High School. A quick run of some scores around the city. Lakota West leads Princeton 24-0. Lakota East leads Hamilton 27-13. Fairfield over Oak Hills 27-7. Mason over Middletown 26-7. Moeller leads Ironton 14-0. St. X leads Penn High School in Pennsylvania, 41-3. Wayne over Springfield, or Wayne and Springfield tied at 14. Fairmont. North leads 14-7 over Fair in the Battle of the Monts. And Eyes leads Euclid 28-7. So a quick rundown of the scores. Danny, who got some of the first half stats for us?
Pretty even statistically for both teams. Colerain gained 183 yards of offense on 21 plays. Sycamore gained 102 on 31 plays. The big stat that probably sticks out for Colerain at least is the 3 turnovers. I think 3 in the second quarter. So they're kind of they're beating themselves. Cody Charles, 12 carries, 62 yards for Sycamore. Seth Truder, the sophomore quarterback that came in, he's got 6 completions, 14 attempts for 29 yards and a touchdown. For the Colerain Cardinals, MJ Flowers leads rushing, 6 carries, 61 yards, 1 touchdown. Corey Myrick, 1 carry, 57 yards and a touchdown. That was the fumble return.
Yeah,
yep,
a
good call.
there. It's a fumble return.
Jennings, 4 carries, 42 yards.
The winner to split the pot right now, so if you do have your tickets for split the pot,
I think Sycamore won the toss for the second half, so they will receive to start the second half.
You need to come up here to the announcing booth.
And as you mentioned, I think the big difference that really Sycamore dominating really possession of the ball and total plays run.
Yeah, they
3.
that game was the first half of that game was really a big momentum shift type of half. Sycamore started off hot, quarterback went down, Colerain went on a quick run of 20 unanswered points, and then Sycamore seemed like they settled in a good amount and definitely forced some turnovers defensively. It's going to be a good half. It's going to be a really good half. Is there anything better than Friday Night Lights? Seriously.
Yeah,
Southwest Ohio football, Cincinnati football, Friday Night Lights on a beautiful night like this doesn't get much better.
Not much. The air is cool, crisp, and I don't think anyone can complain that it's too hot or too cold. Just a perfect autumn night.
For all our listeners out there on YouTube, give us some feedback in the comments section. Let us know how we sound, how we're doing, how I'm doing in my debut, how my boy Brandon's doing, taking over the reins. We're having fun. I hope we sound like we're having fun.
A little bit of technical issues earlier I had to work through.
That was on purpose.
Yeah.
They just don't know that. Hopefully we got it fixed and you guys can hear us crystal clear for the second half.
Alex Young.
And we're
Kick
off.
is away, and
It's
it's
gonna
a
drop.
little pooch into a short area. A little scramble. Cody Charles is going to pick it up, but he's got all sorts of black in front of him. Comes out of it. He's got the sidelines to the left. He's got the kicker and the angle, but
No flags.
Foster will bring him down.
Cody Charles, ball return.
Big return. It's a big start.
So big start to the second half for the Aviators.
Brought down
Foster
by
saves a
Cardinals,
touchdown, but
number
not before
90,
Cody
Alex
Charles
Young.
takes that kickoff across midfield into Cardinal territory.
Probably see a heavy dose of Charles to start
It'll be
this half.
first and 10, Aves on the
So
45.
a little bit of Truder.
Truder definitely settled in that second quarter.
A little bit of maturity there for the sophomore.
It's just a great experience for him. And you can tell he was ready to come in. And that's tough being a backup quarterback like that. You can tell he was ready to play.
In motion, going to hand it off. Charles trying to find the edge, cuts it inside. Tripped up, but he gets about 3 on the carry.
And LaVert Jarman on the tackle again.
Brought down by Cardinals, number 20, LaVert Jarman.
It's a play they've been running heavily. Staple their playbook, bring the jet sweep in motion and kind of run a trap
Second down,
back door
7
off
on
of
the
it.
43.
Set up 2nd and 8.
We've seen this formation a couple times. Might be a quick throw to the outside. Nope.
High snap. Shooter
Play
keeps
action.
it. He's going to look deep.
You don't have anybody.
there. And he
Good
does a
decision.
smart thing and throws it away.
Incomplete pass intended for Aves, number 13, Cannon Ray.
Shooter with a good decision just to let that one go out of bounds.
Yeah, that was great coverage on the outside by A.J. Foster, number 3, the corner. Big third down here, right here. Big third down for Sycamore and for the Colerain defense.
Cardinals are going to counter on this 3rd and long situation. They'll bring in their nickel. I don't know if it's a nickel or it might even be a dime package.
Yeah, it looks like they're going 3 down. They got 3 down linemen.
takes the pass. He
Curl
looks
wheel.
right. He's got it underneath the dig route again.
That was the exact same route combo that they ran in the second quarter that Truder hit him on that dig route for the first down. They obviously, Sycamore's offensive coaching staff obviously sees something in the coverage.
First down and 10.
It's a great throw. It's a great third down throw right there. Found that little window in the defense. You got number 2 running the wheel, number 1 on the outside running the curl. Quarterback just reads the flat defender. If he carries the wheel, he throws a curl.
And I think early on it was a combination of a sophomore quarterback and the offensive line really not giving Truder time, but he's got
plenty of time now. Yep, and he's a good player if he can get some time to throw.
Charles patiently waiting, trying to find some space.
Cody Charles.
He's not going to find much, but he's not going to fall backwards. He'll fall forward for
Brought down by Cardinals number
It's a good first down
54,
play.
Anthony
Picked up
Dick.
about 3 yards.
Second down and 8 on the 31.
2nd and 8, Aves.
This is that formation again. See what they do? They go 3 receivers and a tight end to that side. I'm looking if they're going to run zone to the left or throw a bubble out there to the right. Zone to the left. There it is. Yep, they've run that formation in that play a couple times. Oh, what a hit!
Keeps it.
Fumble! What a hit!
But I think this is
14 came up from the
Cody
secondary
Charles
and just
48.
popped
Penalty
him.
flag on the play.
Are they going to say he was down?
That was not a flag. That was
Yeah, that orange beanbag now that
a
they have for
marker.
fumbles.
Yep.
Correction, no penalty.
I bet you they flipped the formation, run the same play. Why wouldn't you?
Tayshawn Banks with a big hit. That was a fumble. That ball was clearly, so the Aviators get lucky
Third down
that,
and 3 on the 31.
that Charles can roll right on top of it.
We got the same formational look that we had the last play, just formations flipped. They've been running this a lot, and they've had a lot of success running the power zone back to the backside here. We're either going to see the same thing or a little quick pass. Same thing. Yep, Colerain's defense was ready for it.
Cody Charles does a good job of stepping out of that initial rush because the Cardinals called the play defensively, but falls forward, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down and 2.
Sycamore's going to go for it. They just took they took 2 or 3 wide receivers out, and they brought in some big boys up front. So it looks like they're going to go heavy personnel and just try.
Interesting
and pound
though
the
that
rock
they'll
here.
switch running backs. They're bringing Zaire Washington. And
He looks like a
he's
fullback.
one of their linebackers, but Cody Charles has been very
I bet you the ball's
effective.
going to him up the middle.
That's the handoff up the middle.
First down, he got it.
He's really close.
That's gonna
It's
be
depend on the
close.
spot.
Ooh, that's a very gracious spot for Colerain. He might be short.
He needed the
I think he's short.
23.
They had to get to the 20. Turnover on downs. What a play.
another stop on 4th down for the Cardinals as they step up.
For the
I get the play call. They have the big offensive
You
line.
wonder if you keep 3 in there.
Yeah, Cody Charles has been pretty much falling forward, not tackled initially all game. He's got a little bit more speed. And yeah,
If I'm Sycamore, I'm running the exact same play that they ran on the play before that, where you got 4 guys to one side and just run the zone backside.
sometimes coaching you can overthink yourself.
Oh yeah, I know how that feels.
Turnover on downs, first down and 10.
Cardinals take over for the first time in the
24.
second half. Man in motion. Handoff Flowers, and he's behind a host of Cardinal blockers. Still on his feet, falls forward, and that doesn't get much easier for Reed, for Zay Jennings, as he just hands it off behind a wall there. I think that was an outside veer, so he would have had the 3 blockers on the left side just collapsing, making an easy job.
It will be very clutch and key for Colerain offense this drive to be able to manufacture a couple first downs and stay on the field and really give their defense a break. I mean, as a Colerain offense being run-oriented, if you can go on a 10, 12-play scoring drive here, even if it's a field goal, you make this game a lot harder for Sycamore to come back and win.
Jennings.
He pulls
keeps
it.
Cuts it inside.
Pitch the ball, Zay.
Good defensive play by the Sycamore Aviators. They closed quick, and Jennings really had nowhere to go.
See, that's just Zay Jennings being young right there and inexperienced, because if you watch this replay, he had the pitch on the outside. He read it right initially, but once you get to the outside, after you pull that initial mesh, once you get to the outside and you get to that pitch guy, if he's in your face, you pitch it out there because there's not going to be anybody there. Big 3rd down call here.
So 3rd and 4, it's one of those in-between.
Sycamore's loading. Sycamore has 8 guys, 9 guys in the box. It'd be a good time to throw a bubble out here to the left. Inside veer, nothing.
Flowers, and he's going to be stuffed, and you got to think this time the Cardinals will send a punt.
Yeah, we'll play it safe.
Pushed back by Ames, number 24.
It was almost like they put the formation to tempt them into running in that exact area and then collapse the defense.
I mean, Sycamore had 5 guys down on line of scrimmage. They had 2 or 3 linebackers. They had 1 safety up in the box.
4th down and 5, ball on the 31.
So Cardinals go to punt formation, and it's been a struggle to say the least. We did have a switch of long snappers recently, so hopefully that helps.
All you gotta do is get the punt off. Just even if you punt it 15 yards, as long as you avoid a bad snap or a bad.
Gets it off.
Good. Nice punt. He booted that.
And this one will
That's
go
gonna roll.
over the
It's gonna
returner's
keep
head
rolling.
and get
It's
a
gonna keep
Cardinal
going.
roll.
Inside the 20. That's a big time punt right there.
And as much struggles that the Cardinals have had this season, that's one of the better ones they've had, and that'll be down at the 18-yard line, and that's where the Ames take over here to start their second possession of the second half.
It's a big drive for the Sycamore Aviators offense right here. If they can go down the field and put some points across, it'll make this game a whole lot more interesting.
Therapy provider of your Colerain Cardinals here at Colerain High School. And over 27 area high schools, middle schools, colleges, and professional
Both defenses have tightened
football
up.
players are soccer moms, and for weekend
Cardinals
runners
has
to
always
rugby
been kind of
professionals, injuries
Yes,
to
they
the
are.
back.
I'll tell you what,
When
year after
do
year,
over
Colerain's
here,
defense,
Steve,
they just
the
always have
professionals
guys.
to help you get back in the action. For more information, you can visit their website at
Especially young secondary
www.novacare.com.
Learning here on the fly, so take over the Aviators, their own 18. Truder in the shotgun.
That's drops back to pass, another curl wheel.
Over the middle.
Through the curl wheel route again. Looks like Colerain was ready for that.
As many as good reads Truder's made tonight. The young summer, I don't know if that was the
14 on the coverage for Colerain.
most best
Big
target
shot,
there
thanks.
for him to go to. That looked like he was trying to throw someone open.
That's sophomore quarterback playing right there. 2-way route.
Truder takes it, looking. They're setting up screen.
Oh, it's
Cam
there.
Robinson is there. It'll fall incomplete. Aviators set up screen, but the Cardinals were there.
That was a great read by the defensive tackle, number 47 right there, sniffing out that screen and being there for it.
Busted up by Cardinals.
Sycamore's tried to throw that a couple
47.
times.
Robinson.
They had room out there. 47's not there. That's a big time play by him right there.
Cardinals don't really switch to that kind of nickel package they've been running, so they do bring in Flowers to play some defense. 3rd and 10 for the Aviators.
This is a tough spot for Sycamore. I'd be interested to see right here if Lavert Jarman can get some pressure on that quarterback. They go an empty set, 3 by to one side, 2 by to this side.
Look and pressure forces Truder to go. He's got some space
What
still
a
on
run.
his feet. He's
What
got
a
the first
run.
down.
Ball carrier for
That's the
Sycamore.
first time he's run the football since he came in the game, and I'll tell you what, he looked pretty good right there.
Cardinals get pressure.
Great
Cachet-
block by 64.
Cachet gets there, but Truder steps up in the pocket, finds the space, and picks up the first down. We say it's the Cardinal defense, but it's every defense. If you have a mobile quarterback, it makes it hard to defend no matter the situation.
Because if, like, just that play right there, for example, there was no running back there. They had 5 wide, and if you can have a quarterback that is capable of running the football, you have to account for him defensively, which makes it a lot more difficult to defend.
Toss sweep.
They got
to
the edge again. Good run.
short side. Cody
Ball carrier
Charles
for the A's. Number 3.
picks up
Cody
about
Charles.
6 yards of the play.
Be a good time for a
First out of bounds
Colerain
by
forced
Cardinals,
turnover
number
here.
5, Cachet.
That right side of the Sycamore line is doing a great job of working in tandem from the first level to the second level, and really picking up backers trying to scrape over top.
Ball on the 38.
Looks like we got an injured Colerain Cardinal. Number 5 is down to a knee.
Yeah, Temujin Cachet goes down the whistle here. We'll stop play.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take a moment to thank our new corporate sponsors, Rumpke, also Game On, and Pure Lawn Organic Lawn Care. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please contact our athletic department here at Colerain High School. Also, for all the latest information, photos, and videos on all Colerain.
He walks off on his own power. Looks like it might be his right arm. But I know that kid well. He's tougher than nails. I'm sure he'll find his way back on the field soon enough.
Yeah, I feel like we've been saying Kasey's name for 3 years now. Just one of those kids who's not the biggest, but plays hard.
He's a coach. He's a coach's dream. As a coach, you want players that are reliable, that you know you can rely on play after play to do the right thing and to play hard. And that kid exemplifies it. I remember coaching him when he was a sophomore on JV. He played all over the field for us. It's not a surprise to see him doing so well on Friday nights now.
Second and 5,
hitch
fake the jet
backside.
sweep. Cameron Ray breaks one tackle, stays on his feet near midfield, and the Aviators have a drive
Pass
go.
complete by Sycamore, number 13.
Tell you what,
Cannon Ray.
Schroeder's throws aren't necessarily pretty, but he is delivering the ball on time into a good catchable spot for his receivers, and they're starting to make some plays. I'm very impressed with this sophomore quarterback for Sycamore being able to come in and make some plays. Colerain's defense needs to make a play here. Needs to stop the bleeding. Empty set again. Might hand off it here.
Schroeder
Nope.
takes it.
Play
Play
action.
action looks
Oh, I got him.
over the top.
Overthrew him.
Cameron Ray was there on the post, but it was overshot.
Number 13.
And the Cardinals' young secondary
Little coverage bust
was
there.
exposed.
Little coverage bust there. They dodged another bullet because that was 6 for Sycamore if that ball is thrown in the right spot.
Anywhere close. Not even in the right spot. Just
Just throw it to him. Yeah. And those are tough right there as a quarterback coach when you see a guy running that wide open because you just want to tell your quarterback, just throw the ball short. Underthrow him on purpose because he's wide open.
gently and short.
Yep. Give your guy a chance to make a play here.
So,
2nd and 10.
heavy formation out of the gun for the Aves.
Another hitch backside. Nope.
Another
Get to Charles.
handoff to Charles. Looked like the offensive line had some push, but suddenly that line collapsed and looked like, again, Jarman with the tackle. It looks like he has the guys in front, and then all of a sudden he doesn't.
Number 14 and 11 for the Cardinals.
Tayshawn Banks and
he's making some plays tonight.
Myrick, the two youngins back there. I believe.
Third down and 8 at the 50.
Yeah, two sophomores back there. I mean, your starting middle of your field is two sophomore safeties.
And there's a lot of sophomores playing offensively. This sophomore class for Colerain is very good. That should make all Colerain Cardinal fans very happy with the future to come because it's
Third
bright.
and 8. Schroeder's got a lot of time.
He just chucks
to
it up. It's
throw.
going to be
That
picked.
was an ill-advised
Oh,
throw. He had the man in the middle. Number one, Cario Ford was uncovered, but he goes deep, overthrows, and Elor Nevis knocks it away.
Nevis.
Great play by
Cario Ford
25.
was uncovered right in the middle.
Yeah, he was wide open. And right there, I mean, that's a sophomore quarterback just not being able to see the
Return for the
field.
Cardinals, number 24, Jason Young.
So the Aves will line up to
Punting for
punt.
the A's.
And remember, last time they punted, Jay Moore broke a real long touchdown run or touchdown kick or punt return for touchdown that was called back. So we'll see if the Aves can cover a little bit better on this punt return.
A little confusion from the Cardinals. Punts away. It would
Bad
not
punt.
be fieldable.
That's going to be 35 at least.
Ball kicked out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 for your Cardinals.
So we'll see where the referee walks it up to.
That's a bad spot. That was up farther. Keep coming.
Tri-State in the third quarter, Lakota West 24, Princeton nothing. Also in the third quarter, Lakota
Nobody's
East
going to mark it
27,
about the
Hamilton
28.
13. And in the third quarter, it was
So the
South
Cardinals
20,
take over their own
Trinity
28-yard
20.
line. 3:41 to play in the third.
This is what they call a game-winning drive possibility right here for Colerain. If they can churn the clock, get some first downs, take this third quarter down to the fourth quarter while still having possession, it will make it very difficult for Sycamore to come back. If they can put some points across, then it makes it even tougher.
Score here puts the game
Yep.
away.
It essentially
Potential.
it allows for Colerain's defense to really pin their ears back and attack, knowing Sycamore's going to have to throw the ball, and I think that's when it gets dangerous.
Jarman in motion. Handoff. Flowers breaks one tackle, still on his feet. Picks up about 6, maybe 7 on the play.
Ball carrier for Colerain.
MJ's had a lot of success
MJ
running in
Flowers.
between the guards and the tackles
Tackled
tonight.
by Zeri Washington for Sycamore.
Keeps it up underneath.
that's all you need right there. It's a great first down play. 5, 6 yards, 2nd and 4. As a triple
a
option
lot of
offense.
Jennings keep it on those midline options, but
He's going to break one here soon. I'm telling you, he's going to break one
Second
here
down and 4,
soon.
ball on the 34.
but when Flowers is getting 5, 6 yards,
Because if you look at what Sycamore secondary is doing, they're playing so close to the ball. If you just get one crease on one of those veers, dives, or pulls, there's nobody else back there.
Jennings hands off fullback track. Flowers takes it off tackle.
First downs.
Tripped up, but
Yeah,
he
that's
does
Jake
it off
Flowers,
his
the ball
first
carrier
down.
for Colerain.
Might be a little short. That's a
Nope, they're going to wave it ahead.
Brought down by
Yep,
Ames.
well, maybe.
Number 4.
Thinking about it.
Rashid Harris.
And maybe not.
no, it looks like
Now
they're
they're
going to
going to
measure.
measure.
That was a tough spot.
We're going to call it out here. Zaire Anderson with a really good block out
It'll be
ahead of
third
that
down
play.
and 1 on the 38.
That's definitely a first down. They're going to call it a first
Yeah,
down.
Zaire Anderson, your senior captain tackle, with a really, really good block on that play.
Yeah, he did a great job working the second level.
Correction, first down. Colerain.
Charmin in motion again. Handoff. Flowers.
There he
off
goes.
tackle.
There he goes. There he
Gains
goes.
his
There he
feet.
goes.
One
There he
man
goes.
feet.
No flags.
Back.
No flags.
Going in
There he
front. It's
goes.
a race to the corner,
And
have
he is gone.
Flowers for another Cardinal touchdown. MJ Flowers, nothing fancy, just a fullback trap. He gets it on the edge, cuts it back, and
He is really, really difficult to bring down in the open field. When he gets past that second level linebackers and he's going head on head, one-on-one with a safety or a corner, he's going to win that battle 9 out of 10 times. What a big drive, big response right there for Colerain. Huge.
it seems like all year we've been waiting for those big plays to happen, and MJ Flowers is giving them tonight.
He had a couple last week, and now he's getting more. Uh-oh, that kick is up. It is tipped.
Just
It's no good.
Not enough.
Another block kick.
Tipped almost snuck through, but another missed extra point leaves another 3-score game. Or, excuse me, it's going to be a 3-score game.
Yeah, 3 scores.
Leaves it a 20-point game. Cardinals now lead 26-6 over Sycamore.
The doctors of UC Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide award-winning
MJ's
care.
got to be over 100 yards now total. He had 61 at the half. That was probably what, a 60-yard touchdown run?
Diagnose and treat all of orthopedic,
62-yard touchdown run?
joint, trauma, and sports medicine conditions. You can learn more at their website. It's uchealth.com and experience why we see the power of rehabilitative care every day. Again, our thanks to our friends at UC Health for their support of boys varsity football here at Colerain High School.
So, MJ Flowers having himself a night, probably closer to 200 yards.
Yeah, I think the stats that I have maybe a little bit off because I know we just talked about he had a couple real long runs the first half. He's got to be 150 plus already.
He's easily 150 plus. We're getting another look at it. And again, it's just off tackle. And I don't know if that's just a trap or it's a
So they
46 give.
It's 46 belly. That's really all it is. It's just a one-way handoff, power formation, power run. Get the ball in your best player's hands and just let him go to work. It's a recipe for success for the Colerain Cardinals, and they're
basically your option play, but you take away the two options, you just hand it off and block it.
And when you have a sophomore quarterback like this, running a triple option is, and as we've seen in this game, there's going to be instances where he's going to make a mistake reading a play and just try and do too much. When you just go one-way handoff like that, you take that option out of it.
Squib kick.
Big hit.
Picked
Fumble!
up by Charles.
Fumble!
Fumbled it.
Colerain picked it up. Are they going to call him down?
They're going to call him down.
That should have been a fumble.
We'll see the replay here in Waycross. That was a new kicker. Eli Wilk was in there to kick it. Not sure why they made a kicking change, but they. And
No, that's a good call. He was down by contact. That's why I'm up here in the booth and not reffing. Another big hit. Look for Colerain's defense to pin their ears back here and start really flying downhill.
especially now when really Truder's got to go to work.
You're gonna have
Aviators can't sit back.
You're going to
there.
have to throw the ball at least half, which is what they're doing. Throws a quick hitch. It's a good ball right there.
Nevis gets it, but working on that soft spot of the Cardinal defense. He's going to pick up about 8 yards. Just settle there, the little hitch route on the outside, and he's got his pick, and he goes with the guy on the outside.
Tayshawn Banks. And number 25, Lauren Nevis.
2nd and 3, about a minute 30 left
37.
in the third quarter.
That's a play since the Combs era that if any team won it, they could take. But are you patient enough to pick up 6 yards and throw?
I mean,
throw over time.
If you think about it, if you pick up 6 yards every play, you're going to score.
Fake the toss.
Oh, he's wide open. He's wide open. Overthrew him again.
Incomplete pass intended for Abe,
With
number 1.
pressure by number 12 on Colerain. He definitely made that throw a little bit more difficult by getting in the quarterback's face before he threw
number
it.
12.
Tell you what, Sycamore's had probably 4 or 5 chances deep over top of the Colerain secondary tonight. Wide open for 6 and just couldn't. They just haven't been able to hit those big plays.
And again, it's a balance you got to run. I mean, you got a very young secondary that's learning to fly, but also sometimes it's just you might give up a chance for a guy to be open by applying more pressure
Exactly.
on the quarterback. Yep. Cardinals, I think, with this young secondary, are going to take the chance that we'll put more pressure on the quarterback, make him make a decision rather than our guys have to make mistakes.
I mean, this is going to be obvious, but as a former quarterback, being able to throw with nobody in my face was a lot easier than throwing with somebody in my face.
Schroeder.
Wow, what a play by number 5. All over that.
Cody Charles, and there's the young man. Kassay.
Temeskin Kassay was all over that.
He read it
Look at him.
right
He read
away.
that right away. Came flying out of a cannon. That's a great play right there. Big third down play. Sycamore's going to have to punt.
Definitely a film room stop there. Kassay knew exactly, saw the belly of the Cody Charles. It kind of bellies out to take the toss. And immediately sees that in attack.
I think he's seen that play enough tonight where he just saw it happen right away and knew I got to go to this spot and I got to fly with my hair on fire and go make a play, and he did. Even with Sycamore's quarterback out. Oh, that was tipped. That was definitely tipped.
Nearly blocked by Tayshawn Banks.
Pick it up.
Moore's going to take it.
Oh, no.
Let it
Fell
bounce.
on it.
Thought about picking it up, and that was one where he looked upfield. He's got to keep his eye on his ball if he's going to pick it up off the ground.
If you're Colerain's offense, this is the exact position you want to be in at this point in the game right now with a 3-score, 20-point lead. You got the ball on your own 35-yard line. You can just churn the clock, take it to the 4th quarter, and try and go on a game-winning drive right here and put this game out of reach.
Normally you'd say you just hand it off, let your back kind of grind it out, but the way MJ Flowers has gone tonight,
keep getting the ball. Why would you not?
He might be break another one rather than work some clock.
Yep.
So,
and here's another thing, we've talked about this throughout this broadcast. You get MJ going, you get guys starting to really collapse on him because he's been so successful in the middle, and if Zay can read a triple option right and get on the edge, there's not going to be anybody out there. He's going to be gone. Same play again.
And Flowers, Avier is ready for it, but Flowers going to fight past the line of scrimmage.
And that'll take it to the 4th quarter.
So after officially now gets to 0 after 3 quarters of play here at Colerain High School. It's the Colerain Cardinals 26, the Sycamore Aviators 6. As we head to the 3rd quarter, the Cardinals with the ball and a 3-score lead.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, your Cardinals 26, the A's 6.
Take the time to thank all of you listening here on Waycross Community Television and all of you listening live on WayCornRadio.com's presentation of tonight's broadcast. All of you give a shout out to everyone listening, Jamie Foyder, to Scott Noyes, Brian Bird, Rich Carpenter, Jim and Terry Shear, Lenny Lopez listening live. Thanks for listening. I'm going to assume that is not the real Ted Cruz, Senator from Texas listening.
Lots of drinks, snacks, candy, some grilled items available for you throughout the football game tonight.
Brandon Wyatt here with Daniel Rod, Colerain coach, filling in here for us.
Thanking them.
The new guy in the booth is me, for those asking on the comments. I would appreciate your feedback. Let me know how I'm doing.
Not to get over technical, because I think sometimes we want to be like, oh, that's inside beer, outside beer. Everyone might not know what that is.
Oh, I know. That's
46,
you
47.
You can tell I'm new.
Yeah, no, you're
it's
fine.
tough,
No, we got to stop myself, too. I might have played 15 years ago, but the plays aren't that different.
No, they're not. Which is crazy if you think about it.
It's going to be Rebel and Lee 46 and 47 over.
They've run. Yep, they're in 2 tights right now. I know half you guys out there don't know what that means, but
one of the things that have gone to those 2 tights, the Cup has guys. Like you got to Bryce Drake, the senior, lost the quarterback competition.
Yeah.
We don't know how early on he lost it, but he lost the competition. He stepped up, found another position. He's the 2nd tight end for the Cardinals coming here in 2 tights.
He was my JV quarterback last year I coached here, and I love him as a player and as a kid. He's a very team-oriented player, and if if you can have a lot of guys like him on the field, you're going to win a lot of games because I told Zay, that's a good pull right there. Yep, that's a face mask. You got to call that. He was all over his face mask.
It opened up in a little bit of hesitation by Jennings. Maybe took one a little too many stutter steps there in the middle. Rather than just take this and cut.
Yep.
And didn't get the best block, actually.
Tell you what, for being a sophomore, undersized quarterback, he runs very hard.
You saw it even against the LaSalle X. It took more than one defender to just bring him down clean.
And Colerain Cardinal fans should be very excited about him because he's so young and he's only going to get better. I see a very bright future for Jennings at quarterback.
Sends a man in motion, step back, keeps it, and again falls inside.
Another hard run, first down.
And you got a sophomore running hard on the interior, on the inside here, not afraid to just tuck it and said, I'll get my first down here.
Brought down by Aviators, number 24, Zara Washington.
So first down from the Cardinals, and the clock is their best friend.
First down at 10 on the 43.
Name of the game right now for Colerain's offense, just keep churning on the ground, getting 3 to 4 yards a pop, keep that clock running, stay on the field as long as they can, and they can just take this game to the bank. Still in two tights, power formation.
Jarman in motion. Jennings keeps it tucked.
There he goes. Bye-bye. Told you.
He's got.
They were all over MJ on that.
For the first time this season.
Bye-bye. Touchdown. Jennings.
Jennings. Middle of that defense finally opens up for the young sophomore. He gets his first big touchdown run of his young Cardinal career.
He deserves that too because he's been reading these meshes, which is the handoff between the fullback and the quarterback, where they read a specific player on the defensive line. He's been reading them right all game, and he's been giving it when he needs to give it, and he got his own chance to run, and I'll tell you what, he's going to get faster too. He's going to be a heck of a ball player.
Yes, the Cardinals line up. They have struggled tonight special teams-wise, this time from the kicking position. I got all the punts off. Kick is up. Kick is good. And with 10:34 to play, the Cardinals now lead 33-6.
The Cardinals 33, Sycamore 6. We'd like to update you now with some more varsity football scores.
Here is St. Jennings, and we talked about it. Eventually it's going to open up. And like I said, that was an inside veer, not a midline.
On that play right there, on that replay, you could see they were reading number 52. At 52, if he turns his shoulders and collapses on the dive, the quarterback is taught to pull the ball out of the fullback's hand, out of the fullback's belly and run, and it was wide open because you could tell Sycamore's defense they're tired of getting beat by MJ up the middle. So you got that's the beauty about the triple option. If you have two guys that are as good as Jennings and Flowers are, it's really difficult to stop because you kind of just have to pick your poison.
And that safety has to respect. They haven't pitched it all night. He still has to respect that guy going to the
exactly.
So he vacates the middle and it leaves it wide open.
Colerain's offensive coaching staff's done a great job adjusting their play calling as this game has gone along. Coach Rabe, the new offensive coordinator, he's finding a rhythm right now, and you can tell. It's very refreshing to see Colerain's offense being able to break some long runs because that's been a staple of our offense for a long time is being able to get on the open and use our speed, and it's working.
Kickoff is another swibber. This one will stay in bounds. Cody Charles picks it up.
Nice tackle. Great play.
Banks closes with the tackle.
Cody Charles.
We talk about how young this Cardinal team is. I mean, it's a young coaching staff, and it's Coach Rabe's first time at the helm running the offense.
Yep, and I think Coach Cutright took over calling the defense again this year. And before he took over as head coach, I mean, he was the best defense coordinator I've been around. So I think that's helping a lot. With a new kind of, not really a new coaching staff from a personnel standpoint, but new coaches in new positions. Obviously, it's going to take some time for them to, fall in and get comfortable with each other and kind of find their identity. But I think tonight you're really seeing that. And I think you saw a little bit of that the second half of Mason last week. And, I mean, having to play LaSalle at LaSalle and St. X is probably the best team in the Midwest this year. First 2 weeks, I mean, that's just tough to begin with.
Pass to Cameron Ray, and he was there, and he just dropped it.
Pass intended for A's, number 13, Cameron Ray.
So incomplete second down. And this is really when the Cardinals' defense would thrive. You just got to think between Jarman, Kassai and Folsom, they're just going to let loose those linebackers, knowing that Ames have to pass.
I mean, and if they run the ball, luckily if you have a soft secondary like the Colerain Cardinals do right now, you'll still have guys back there to make a play. But this is definitely when it gets difficult for Sycamore because they got to throw the ball. Here comes the boot out.
Play action.
What
and
a play.
Josiah Booker, the other linebacker for the Cardinals, and the senior with the tackle and a sack.
Brought down for a sack, number 12.
I know you have your set
Booker
plays,
for the
but I don't know
Cardinals.
who he was fun with that play action.
Nope. Like we talked about earlier, Colerain's defense can just pin their ears back and just really rush the quarterback with vigor and try and make some plays in the backfield, force some tough throws. I mean, I'm probably running a halfback draw right here. I mean, there's really not much you can call.
Sweet
Tunnel screen.
backside screen, caught, fumbled. He's got a long way to go, and he's not going to get there. Cardinals will be happy to keep that pass in front, make the catch, or let him make the catch and tackle before he gets to the line.
You almost have to go for it here if you're Sycamore. No, they'll punt.
It's one of those decisions. Do you
keep it going? Yep.
When do you concede defeat?
I think they're too deep in their own territory right now. I mean, if this ball was on like their 40, they'd probably go for it, but it's too deep right now.
Now it is a good place for a fake.
Number 24.
Not necessarily down in distance, but just the time-wise.
Yeah.
Running out for the A's.
Cardinals have been awfully close to blocking kicks tonight.
I'm pretty sure they tipped the last one. I mean, if they can get a block punt for a touchdown right here, there's going to be a penalty, though. Too many men on the field. Nope, they didn't call it. That's a returnable punt. That's a very returnable punt.
He's going to get blocks one side, stays in
No penalties, no penalties. What a cutback. What a cutback. Keep going. What a return.
Inside the 30. Based on that return, Sycamore probably should have went for it as it gets past the line to gain, but the other way. It'll be a net of 10 yards.
Colerain,
Cardinal take over.
Colerain is 3 points away from a running clock here.
High school football in Ohio. 30-point lead results in a running clock. It only stops for timeouts and change of possessions.
I'm sure all of our listeners remember, but I'll never forget the 2018 season we went up to Canton to the state championship. We had 11 consecutive running clocks, which is insane.
Now, I don't know if it's an official stat. I think Sick Next might break that record this year.
Yeah, they have another running clock going right now.
They have another running clock at half.
I mean, they're very. That's a very, very talented, well-coached, experienced, talented team.
Division One running or Division One quarterback with 3 Division One linemen.
That all started last year on a state championship team. But I'll tell you right now, though, based on my experience and years with Colerain, I bet you anything Colerain plays St. X in the playoffs. It's bound to happen, and I'll bet you anything it's going to be a different ball game. St. X is going to play a completely different Colerain football team. This Colerain team is going to keep getting better because they're so young. You just keep getting these sophomores and juniors that haven't been playing. You keep getting them more playing time and more experience. The game starts to slow down for them more. You're going to see a lot of good things start happening. They just got to stay healthy.
Get some substitutions now for the Cardinals. They're going to get some new backs. NJ Flowers, I think, is done for the night. We got Jalen Harrell in at fullback for the Cardinals.
Senior.
He'll take the handoff. And
he fumbled.
Lose it.
He fumbled. Sycamore recovers.
Fumble on the play.
Don't be confused at home by those orange flags. Those are the beanbags this year that mark the fumble. They are bright orange. A little confusing with that yellow flag, but that is marks the fumble. Turnover back to the A's.
Looks like he just really never got a grip on it.
1st and 10 on the 29.
Yeah, the switch there, and you talk about a new snap, sometimes the new center quarterback. It's the same sort of thing with the quarterback fullback. That new mesh, it's a new person, it's a new body type, it's a new speed, it's a new, sometimes he might pull it a little bit different, or he might fullback might hold it a little bit different.
If you just look at it from a physical standpoint, MJ is a lot taller than Harrell is, so you got to bend down farther as a quarterback to be able to get that mesh.
Mario Ford takes the jet sweep.
They got the edge. They got the edge.
He's got it.
Nice run.
Near midfield, but it'll be brought down just short.
Ball carrier for the A's, number 1, Tyler Ford.
we talk about this young team being better. They've been without their star senior all year too, Kenny Willis.
Yeah, I mean he's by far their most talented player, I think, across the board. And from what I've heard, I think he's expected to come back at some point this season. Kenny Willis, senior cornerback, because I know probably gonna use him a little bit on offense as well because he's so electric. Hopefully they can get him back, and if they can get him back in time.
Commit really the only Division I offer the Cardinals have for anyone.
I'm surprised, and I'd have to look into this, but I'm surprised MJ doesn't have a lot of looks because he's a really good player. Wow, what a catch! Wow,
great catch, backside by the Aviators. A little double move, and Aaron Foster was in coverage. Gio Garrett.
That was an impressive. That's, as a coach, you always tell your receivers to high point the ball. For example, if you're a basketball player and you get a backside rebound and you're blocking somebody out, you want to reach up and grab that ball as high as you possibly can. Same thing as a receiver, and that's exactly what he did. He went up and got it.
Go get the ball before the defender has a chance to knock it away.
It's crazy. Some tall receivers that I've coached, they just don't understand the concept of it. I'm saying, you're 6'5", go up and get it. Hand off to Charles.
He's going to take it, trying to find some space. It's going to get brought down after a short gain. We see a sprinkling of subs for the Cardinals. So you're trying to, your young team, even younger now with the substitutions they're rolling.
About 7 minutes ago, Colerain's up 33-6. The coach in me says this game's not over at all because you never know. So I think Colerain's defense really needs to pin their ears back and get a stop here.
Schroeder takes it. He's going to look backside. Gio Garrett. I don't know who he's throwing it to.
Flag on the field.
Tayshawn Banks catches it. They're going to call, I'm going to think, is it a holding or pass interference?
I'm not really sure. It looks maybe like a
call pass interference on the Cardinals. And the thing is, it doesn't matter how uncatchable that is. There's no uncatchable in high school football, so at least in the state of Ohio.
I wonder if that's the case across country.
Yeah, I would think it is. I think typically you just adopt whatever the NFHS is.
National Football High School. I don't even know what that stands for.
I don't really know either.
It's NFHS. We'll just leave it at that.
So with the penalty, it'll be first down and 10 for the Aves. On the pass interference, it's half the distance to the goal. They'll take it first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Under 7 minutes to play here at Cardinal Stadium.
Drop back handoff. Charles finds some space.
And he might score.
And he's going to roll.
He's just short.
If he's not in, he's got a first down either way.
Cody Charles.
Here comes that big package, and again, they bring out Cody Charles and replace him with the big fullback / linebacker. Cardinals know what the play is when you kind of bring this formation. They know it's going.
The only thing I could think of them doing different is maybe handing off a jet sweep to number 1. Nope, straight give, 24. And they're ready for it.
Take it and lose.
They're ready for it.
4 yards.
They were ready for it, completely ready for it.
Sycamore.
I don't understand that play call at all from the A's.
Yeah, it looked to me like the running back probably should not have bounced that outside because you got all your big boys in the middle. You want to follow them up front.
Booker's there.
I mean, he was there right. Number 12 was there right away off the edge. I don't know if that was a missed blocking assignment or what, but you shouldn't have a guy come free like that right away.
So we'll go back to their standard package now, normal offense back on the field for the A's.
That's a big play for Colerain right there, keeping them out of the end zone because this clock is still running. We're down under 6 minutes to play now. Sprint out.
Shooter takes it rolling, trying to find someone. Someone
Boom!
Throws it down.
That might be caught. That might be caught. Touchdown.
For a touchdown.
Wow.
Touchdown, Sycamore.
What a throw by the sophomore quarterback.
Everyone heard boom, and he did a good job of just standing strong.
Touchdown caught by number 1.
I mean, he took an absolute hit and was able to deliver a strike for a touchdown. That was caught. That was a good call.
One for the extra point
with the touchdown.
We've had 3 missed extra points this game, right? Let's see if we can make it 4. Colerain's missed 2. Sycamore's missed 1.
We have 2. Sycamore has 1. And just gets this one off.
Extra point is
goes
good.
through. So with 5:35 to play here at Colerain High School, it's the Cardinals 33,
in the game.
the Aves of
Cardinals
Sycamore
33,
13.
the A's 13.
So as we see here, we'll probably see Stale, see Jennings get some snaps, or we might see the switch to Drake just to give the senior some snaps at quarterback.
I'd be curious to see if they come out with Jennings or if they go to Drake.
Warts, within 3 scores, you put your full ones back in and put some points back on. Who knows? But we're in this part of the season, I think, for the Cardinals where it's a good point, and this is kind of the first game in that. This is not an easy game for the Cardinals. Sycamore is always one of the best coached teams.
Yep.
Whatever their record is, they're like Colerain. They're not a very large school.
They
so
play hard.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed about every Sycamore team when I was coaching here and watching them. They always play very hard.
I think of any
That's a receipt
program,
for your Cardinals.
they have
Aaron
overachieved more
Foster.
than any other program around.
I think it was 2017 when they went and played St. X in the regional
and if
finals.
the referees call St. X for the correct penalty,
Oh, yeah.
so they don't fake it. They're playing for a state championship.
Which is
So,
crazy, but I mean that just
in the
shows
same
you.
year that we beat them by 50.
Yep.
So this is a well-coached, well-done team, so it's an easy test, but kind of gets to the part of the season where the Cardinals can settle in. The schedule gets a little easier,
Yep.
and your team can gel before those last 2 weeks against Princeton and West.
And those will be the two big ones.
I mean, we complain nowadays about having 70 players and barely having enough. That's something Sycamore's dealt with. They don't have a freshman team. They don't have the numbers.
You never hear them complain or make
No.
excuses about it. They just find a way.
And it's not like they come from. It's not an area where you would think
Outside
you'd have
Sycamore.
a bunch of tough-nosed kids, but Datillo's got a good thing.
It shows you the culture that's in place at Sycamore High School, and I think that's a testament to Datillo as a coach. I mean, he's a great guy. I've met him multiple times. He's very friendly, and you can tell his players play hard for him. And at the end of the day, that's really all you want as a coach is for your players to believe in you and trust in you and play their tails off. And if you can get a group of guys that can do that consistently, it'll be tough to beat.
So try again on the kickoff. This one is going to find
It's a good spot to kick it.
no
Get out.
one there. Jay Moore's going to be forced to field it. Stays on his feet. He's kind of pinned against the sidelines. Nowhere place to go. And
Return for the
be
Cardinals.
just short of the 30-yard line. That's what the Cardinals
24,
take
Jason
over.
Young.
And it looks like
Looks like still your one offensive line, which I think at this point for the Cardinals, I don't know if you have a 2 offensive line with the depth.
It'll be first and
Yeah, their
10,
one is their
Colerain
2.
on the 30.
And it looks like Drake is going to take over quarterback here. So Jennings' night is done, at least for the time being.
So Bryce Drake takes over quarterback.
Just hold on to the football. Take care of the football here, boys.
Sends Xander Wynn in motion.
Counter.
Shannon's going to take it off the right side.
Great first
Ball
play.
carried for the Cardinals.
about 6
Number
yards on
2,
the play.
Amir Shannon.
To your point, I think the most important thing at this point is holding the
Yeah,
ball.
just take care of the football.
and
On the
running
tackle for the A's, number 76.
Because, I mean, if you run the football and you run 3
Listening.
plays, you don't get a first down, you're going to take at least a minute 40 off the clock.
Second out of 5
Or
on the
you
36.
fool everyone and Bryce Drake steps back and launches a play-action pass.
I would love to see that. Because, I mean, look at Sycamore secondary. They're playing 8 yards up on the
I
ball.
don't know when the last time is, but just a tight end pass. Just out the middle.
Little toss
Pitch out,
sweep,
Xander
cut
Wynn
it up.
take it.
Nice cut.
Cuts it inside. He's
Nice run, first
not
down.
going to bust a
First
big
down.
one, but it's
Ball
enough for a
carrier,
first
number
down.
7, Xander Wynn.
Play action to the tight end, just a streak down the middle.
Tackled by A's.
I don't know if we still
Number
have
11,
Y hot to
Jackson
play
Nyblad.
This used to be my favorite play. We had Eric Phillips back in 2018, 2017 when he played tight end. We ran that play a lot. We actually scored on Sycamore on that. I'll never forget that. Deontay Smith-Moore to Eric Phillips.
The only 2 times we threw the ball in the playoffs in 2004 was 2 back-to-back Y hots that went for touchdowns against Mola.
You didn't need to throw the ball that year.
Or no, it was at Centerville.
You did not need to throw the ball that year. You got Goody and all those studs. Probably the best high school football team I've ever seen.
Drake looks up. He's just watching the back judge.
Yep.
For some reason this year, I've seen this. I don't know if it's by rule. They've taken all the play clocks down or what.
It's definitely not by rule, and if I was still coaching, I would have a word.
But it's not just us. It's been everywhere.
That's
There's
interesting.
been no play clocks anywhere.
And he's been taught to watch the back judge.
Back judge will put his hand
Yep,
up.
5 seconds to go. Nice little counter play. He's got the seam. Nice
And
ball.
cuts it up and then on the hit, lost it out of
Fumble
bounds.
recovered by Sycamore.
Not the way you want this game to
35,
end.
Nick Brennan.
And the Cardinals really haven't looked good these
Tackled
past
by
couple
Cardinals,
drives. And
number 6.
again, you put your second teamers in there, and maybe they show why they're second teamers, but
You still got to hold on to the football.
yeah, the most important thing is to hold on to the football.
First and 10.
I mean, that's what, 4 turnovers for Colerain now? I think.
I think
4?
it's 5, right?
4 or 5?
Interception at the end of the half. I don't know if you really.
And just think about that. We scored 33 points. One of them was on a defensive touchdown with 5 turnovers. If you can fix the turnover issue and you can turn those drives that you turn the ball over into points, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, even half of them, you add 14 more points to this game. It's a completely different dynamic.
And you live with some of those turnovers. 'Cause
Yeah, some
the
of them
2
are-
interceptions where there's play actions, you're trying to make a big play,
Yeah.
but
Like the fumble on the handoff, like that
Those
that
are
can't
fixable.
happen. They'll get those fixed. They absolutely will.
looks like Sycamore made some substitutions out front.
Yeah, they're definitely going backups.
And no one told 56 for Sycamore. He runs back in. They're going to have to call timeout so they don't get delay a game.
Timeout, Aves.
So with 3:43 to play, we look forward here. Cardinals lead 33-13. Might be a little early, but we can look ahead to next week. And again, we'll be right back here on we are Colerain. Have the game live again. Home the Cardinals will play host to the Highlanders. Not going to say much more about Oak Hills, but Cardinals can probably have another night, much like tonight, where they can work on things. And
The coach in me wants to say anybody can beat anybody on any given day.
they were close with West till halftime last week. So
Yes, they were.
Coach Roden there at Oak Hills is a former Colerain assistant.
Yeah, great guy,
So
great coach. I've spoke with him many times. He's a great guy. He'll do a good
a
job.
little fumble on the snap, and the 2s for Sycamore showing off that, hey, anything you can mess up, we can mess up just as much.
As a coach, though, I love being able to get these 2s and 3s playing time and experience on Friday nights because you can't really put a price tag on that. I mean, JVs, obviously you're going to be able to get some plays in and get experience, but there's no replacement for being able to get reps on Friday night underneath the lights like this, even if it is end of the fourth quarter, the game's out of reach. Nice run by number 6. Good tackle
Takes
right
it up the
there.
middle.
Ball carried for Sycamore.
And that's the guy who made the great defensive play
Number
earlier.
6, Dangerfield Montgomery.
Dangerfield Montgomery. And
GMC.
I could say the same thing.
Tackled
I
by
mean,
the Cardinals.
there are plays are few
Number
and far between that
46.
you remember from today's
Up
play.
to
But
Wahid.
I can specifically remember coming in as a sophomore my first time against Boone County at Nippert. It's like, this is my first time out there in the field. You remember those times.
You don't
So,
ever forget it.
Yeah, those important times for these young kids and these backups that don't necessarily get their chance to shine.
Nice play by D tackle. Good play. 12 again. making a
Dangerfield
play.
Montgomery.
Carrier for the A's, number 6.
I mean, if I was Sycamore,
Dangerfield
I would
Montgomery.
just hand it to Dangerfield Montgomery.
Every time, just so we can say it.
Tackled by Cardinals, number 12.
Under 2:30 to
Josiah
play here.
Booker.
4th down. Looks like Sycamore's probably going to punt, and then Colerain most likely
Fourth
knee it
down and
out.
5, ball at the 50. Back to punt for the A's. Number 28, Dylan Dye.
Aves in punt formation. Cardinals, I don't know if they just don't, the second teamers don't really know what the punt team is, or they're just making sure there's no fake in front of them. I think they're happy to just let this ball bounce.
Probably a combination of both.
More
Yeah.
than likely going to take a knee once they get the ball back.
At this point, just don't let anything bad happen. Don't let that roll out.
The only questionable thing here is you got to have enough time to take the knee, or enough space to take the knee in.
Yeah, if you get down on your 1.
Penalty marker on the play.
Get a little extracurricular.
That's going to be a late hit or something. Coaches are not happy with
Behind
some of
the
those
play.
guys. Number 11, it looks like.
Dead ball, personal foul. The Cardinals, and just on the Cardinals. So it'll be half the distance to the goal from the 10. Put it around the 5-yard line.
I think they still have room in knee, hopefully. Hey.
See on the replay, I know it's number 11, and the penalty is going to be called on for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was way behind the play.
I saw a guy come flying onto the rolling on the ground, but that was about all I saw there.
Personal foul, Sycamore.
Oh no, it was on the 8th, not the.
It was on 8th? Wow.
It'll be 1st and 10. Colerain on the.
Oh, I guess
25.
Colerain coaches were just yelling at them to get off the field so nothing else happened.
I'm sure there was one of those where they probably might have been able to call it both ways,
Yeah.
but they caught the guy who either started it or.
Oh, it's always the second guy. Always. It's always the guy that responds is the one that the referee sees and throws a flag on. For whatever reason, it's tough to get that through the high school players' minds. They just love to respond. In that situation, just put your hands up and let them hit you. You got pads on, right?
So Cardinals will line up victory formation.
You're gonna knee it out. All right, probably gonna have 3 knees here.
And they worked, they'll sit here, they worked the math perfectly last week. They needed that last knee, and it was literally 40 seconds on the
Right,
play
yeah.
clock.
Number 13
40
for the
seconds
Cardinals
on the
taking
game.
You gotta
clock.
love when it works out like that.
We were trying to do the math quickly.
They'll have to do 2 more knees. This one will probably be done about 1:05, and then all they gotta do is wait for it to get down 40 seconds on the game clock, and then another knee will do it.
So the Cardinals, it looked scary early, and it looked like the Cardinals were going to run away.
They settled
Sycamore
in.
came back, and then Cardinals really closed the deal here in the third quarter.
I see a lot of potential with this Colerain Cardinals team. I know they started off the season rough, 0-2, but I mean, Colerain started off 0-2 years past and been able to figure it out. With such a young team, you got to believe that they're going to continue to grow and continue to
Taking a knee
develop
for
and continue
Colerain.
to get better.
Bryce Drake.
Bryce Drake takes another knee.
And even though Sycamore lost their star quarterback on the second play of the game, they're still a really good football team.
And
They still
honestly,
played really well, really
it's
tough.
hard to say indefinitely, or for sure.
Yeah, what ifs? You never
But
know.
it also changes their offense. Truder's a little bit more of a passer. It makes you a little bit more reliant on Cody Charles.
Yep.
The Cardinals didn't prepare for a drop back
Taking
pass.
a
Nope,
for the
they
Cardinals.
adjusted really well.
Number
So
13, Bryce Drake.
So that will be the final snap and play of the game. The Cardinals take another knee, and they can let this clock roll out. Here's where let this one run out. The Cardinals defend their home turf. Here on Friday night, the Cardinals with another GMC victory. They defeat the Sycamore Aviators 33-13. It was a very interesting first half, but the Cardinals looked like they were in trouble, but then made it happen.
they settled in really well, and I think big plays was the deciding factor in this game.
That's the end of the
All right,
game
so thank
tonight
you
here
for
at
tuning in. I've
Cardinals
been Brandon
Stadium.
Wyatt alongside
Final
Daniel
score,
Rod here
Colerain
at Crest Community
33.
Media. Thank you for
Sycamore
watching
13.
Colerain Cardinal football.
Thanks for
Ladies
having
and
me.
gentlemen, we'd like to invite you back next Friday night on September 17th as your Colerain Cardinals will take on the Oak Grove Islanders starting at 7 p.m. Also, attention to all spectators per the GMC bylaw and Colerain High School policy. Spectators are not permitted on the field at any time.